Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to be going over the Forge. Now, the Forge is a very big topic. There's the currency, there's the quirks, there's the stat changes, and a whole bunch more. So we're going to be breaking it up into different pieces throughout this video. Before we get started, there are going to be some spoilers in this video. This topic really dives into a large majority of the game and the areas inside of it. If you don't want any spoilers, it's understandable, but if you're here to learn and gain information, then continue with the video. First off, we'll go over the currency, because without the currency, you can't really do anything in the Forge. And trust me, the Forge is gonna get really expensive the more you do to a weapon. The first time you're gonna get actual currency to use in the Forge is when you complete the second area in any of your runs. After you complete the second area, battling the boss, you'll find a holographic orange tint machine near the exit. If you interact with this hologram, then it will give you 1,500 Flux. This is honestly a major point for all new players, because Flux doesn't appear as an easy renewable source until a little bit later in the game. This will take place after you defeat the next area, which is going to be the high rise. After defeating the bosses, there's going to be a little pathway that you can take to a console. Breaking the console allows you to obtain the broken handle. This key item is going to play an important part as it allows you to unlock the shallows, which is going to be a new starting zone that you can go to. What makes this important is that this is actually an area where you can get some flux. If you kill a few enemies, they have a chance to drop some flux. Lastly is going to be the junction. The junction is going to be the fifth area, and this area drops flux as well. Both of these are also important for special dives. To unlock the flux special dives, you're going to need to go to these areas first off, and you're also going to need the level requirement. The shallows, however, is going to be a lower level requirement, so this is very beneficial if you're a new player. Alternatively, if you're a new player and you're struggling, you can use vouchers, specifically the Forge voucher. If you want some more information on this topic, I got a video already made and I'll have it in the top right corner, the eye icon. The Forge itself is a very great place as it allows you to customize and alter your weapons. You can change the stats, you can change the appearance, you can add more quirks on them, or you can dismantle them and gain some quirks for your inventory. Now, the reason we talked about currency first is because this currency only works at the Forge, other than the vouchers. And if you're using the Forge to change a lot of stats on a weapon, the price tag does increase quite a lot, so the currency is going to be very important. Now, let's go over some stat changes with weapons and gear. When using the Forge for this specific reason, you are given 10 total changes that you can make. You're not limited to those 10 only, you're only limited to those 10 per instance. This means you can do 20 changes, you just have to do 2 instances, and so on and so on. Do take note, if you are going to increase the level of a weapon or gear, you can go all the way up to your level plus 3. So right here, I have a sword, it's level 2, and I want to bring it up to my level, so I can do 10 total changes, and afterwards I can use 10 total more. You can still use the Forge on weapons as many times as you want, you're just limited by 10 for each instant. Additionally, you are also limited by your player level as mentioned. So you know that very rare weapon you found at the beginning of the game? Yeah, you can bring it along with you for the entire journey, just keep on leveling it up and change the stats if you need. Now, what if you found a weapon that is horrible, but the quirk on it is really good? This is where dismantling comes into play. Dismantling a weapon will remove the weapon from your inventory and it'll give you the quirk that was on it. If a weapon has multiple quirks, like let's say 2, those quirks will have a 50-50 chance for either being given back. If you're very lucky, you'll be able to obtain both of them, or you'll be able to gain a duplicate of one quirk. If you only want one of those quirks, you can alter it by using the slider to make the percentage higher. The last note on this part is going to be you can get quirks during a dive. There's a very special vending machine that will give you some if you buy them. Alright, the last major part is going to be adding and upgrading quirks. If you have 3 quirk shards, all the same, you can add it onto a weapon, or if the weapon already has that quirk, you can upgrade it. I believe the limitation is going to be 6 total quirks on one weapon or gear as the maximum amount. You might have noticed that quirks actually have some symbols and not all of them can be dismantled and regained. Up on screen are the 3 main symbols you're gonna see a lot of. There are a few other symbols, but the other ones are resembling the places they come from. If you're looking for the rarest of rarest, look for a star symbol. Those ones are gonna usually be highlighted in yellow coloration, and they're gonna be really hard to find. And we're done! That is everything important about the Forge. There are additional aspects like effect shards and color shards, but those are both purely for cosmetic design. They are a little bit rare and one-time use, so if you do have either of those, make sure to keep them on hand for that one weapon you really want to keep forever. That is gonna be all for this video. I want to say thanks to all the people who helped me with my questions regarding this topic, and they were very helpful. I hope this video was very informative and very helpful for you. This is absolutely everything you need to know, and I will see ya.